this has been a really good day. This is the first time we all got together. It's not anybody dying. It's not a funeral. We here for a happy occasion. And looking around at the blue, looking at the T-shirts, looking at the little kids running around with the T-shirts with my 10 aunts and uncles' names on the back, my mother's name on the back, and my 4 cousins is really heartwarming. And we should continue to do this. This is not easy. I want to thank everybody that had a part of this and everybody that was. But first of all, wait. I ain't gonna be shy like everybody up here. Wait, yo, hey, please, some respect. I'm gonna let y'all talk. Thank you. So, back to this. This has been a beautiful day. Everybody that got shirts, we were all together. We did this as a unified thing. Everybody came together. We took a T-shirt and made this happen. You know, we came here, everybody, we got Ant that came here. He took this to his job. I mean, you got Arrowwood. This is like one of the best top restaurants in Westchester. And he went in there and had our family reunion cook right in the kitchen. Now, how do you do that? You know, a Parham can pull that off. That's what that is. That's one thing we can do. We can sell anything. The Parham will sell the devil, the Eskimos, some ice cubes. That's one thing I know for a fact. We got that in our blood. So we're very personable people. Everybody loves us. If you don't know that, tell the little kids. If you're a Parham, you gonna be like. You don't even gotta try. It's in the genes. So we got Ant, we got Matt Davis, another one. But I'm telling you, you talk about wheeling, dealing, getting the best price, getting it down to nothing. You talking Matt right there. We got Craig here, we got Carla, we got everybody that called, everybody that was interested, everybody that came, and I just love everybody. We got to do it again, but if y'all need help on the next one, I'm here, but I ain't doing this no more. It's like having a baby. Let's you do that. Let's you have a baby. You like, I ain't doing this no more. maybe after a couple of months, you like, oh, let's go have another baby. Yeah, but anyway, if anybody want to come up and say something, please say it now. If y'all want to say it now, please come up and say it. This. Don't be shy. You know, this is the time. You want to say it now? Come and say it. I know you want to say it. So just come up and say it. You know, because you're going to go home, you're going to be like, damn, I had a chance to get up, and I just couldn't get up to the mic. I know you got something to say.
Dr. Parham over there.
So, Doc, start it off for us. Come on.
This is awesome. This is awesome. I'm proud to be a member, to be a Parham, and to be a member of the Howard Parham Johnson family. And I know you're proud too. Am I right?
Yeah.
Give yourself a hand. Give yourself a hand. I'm just going to say a few words about my mom, our mom. My mother's name was Evelyn June Parham Fields Dairy. My mom was married twice, right? She had 10 children, right? She came from a family of 10. She had 9 brothers and sisters, and she had 10 children in her family. 5 of them are here today. Myself, Arthur, Kathy, Jackie, and Stephen Derry are here today. You know, my mom was born in 1925. 1925, right? Her generation is called the greatest generation. I'm a baby boomer myself. right? And I know we have at least maybe 5 or 6 generations here. We got baby boomers, we got Generation X, we got Generation Y, we got Generation Z here. And we got some that are even unclassified here yet. But people born in my mother's time were called the greatest generation because they suffered the greatest hardships ever. All right? You heard others come up and say, my Uncle Eddie and Richie, how they suffered through tragedy. Their father died when they were young. There was 10 of them. How difficult it was for a single mom to raise 10 children. And just put that in the context of this was happening during the Great Depression. This was happening in the Depression years, right? And right after the Depression ended in 1939, World War II started, right? So all of this was happening as my mother and her brothers and sisters were growing up. So I often wondered why my mother would take a tea bag and she could make 10 cups of tea out of one tea bag.
Hallelujah.
But then when I think about the context in which she grew up, it becomes clear to me, and I understand it, right? So I learned a lot from my mom. I learned an awful lot from my mom. My mother loved to talk. She loved to talk, but the most important things I learned from her, I learned just by watching her, by observing her. You know, my mother, she taught me some valuable things. One of the things was the importance of family, right? She loved her family. She talked to her sisters or her brother, somebody, every day, every single day. She loved family. She put a high priority on family. There wasn't a major holiday that the family didn't get together, right? Every Christmas, every Thanksgiving. You know. Also, my mom, you know, she taught me also just by watching her the value of hard work. She worked very hard. She worked hard in the home, and she worked hard outside the home. And consider today, you know, we have a social network to help us. You know, if you fall on hard times, you can go down to the social service office and you can sign up and somebody will help you with something. They'll give you some food stamps, they'll give you something. But back then, this was before Roosevelt, right? This is before welfare. This is before all that came into existence. So can you imagine a widow with 10 children trying to make it in Port Chester, New York? But somehow God was with them, and He kept them, and they made it. So I have mad respect and mad love for my uncles and aunts and my grandmother and what they went through and how they, you know, how they turned out and how they helped us to turn out to be the people who we are. You know, so my mom, you know, she taught me also the value of education. You know, I heard her many times say that, you know, that you need to get all the education you can get. Her favorite expression was, one day you're going to need a college degree to pick up the garbage, you know, to dump the garbage. You know? And I took those things to heed. And the last point I want to make is that my mother, she really, really loved people. She loved the Lord, and she loved people. She loved people. I mean, there was nothing that anybody could ask her that she wouldn't try to do for you, especially family. If you needed help, if you needed a place to stay, if you needed some money, whatever you needed, if my mother had it, you could get it from her. You could get it from her. So I just thank God for my mother, because I wouldn't be who I am without her. And not only her, I thank God for every one of my uncles and aunts Because in that time, you know, your mother or your father was any of your relatives that were around. Because if you got out of order, they would quickly put you back in order. So, as a family, we just have to stay together, stay close, and just continue to make our relatives and those that came before proud. So I'm happy to be here today. God bless you. God keep you.
All right, is there